Hey, Aaron. Can you talk? You won't believe this. Huh? Hello, Maddie. What happened? Hope it's nothing serious. You know that woman from our kindergarten? Cynthia, can't remember her last name. Your daughter Emmy is in the same class as her son. Billy, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Watson. Cynthia Watson. Oh, yeah. Cynthia. Yeah, her son is in the same class. I talk to her on occasion. Didn't she say she just had her second child like 3 days ago? Yes, that's right. I was in the PTA meeting with her last year, so I knew her contact info. I heard she gave birth, so I called her to congratulate her. I asked her if she had decided on the baby's name. Anyway, it was just so shocking. What are you talking about? What happened? Well, the baby, it was a boy. The name she gave the kid, it was just so mind-blowing. I was so shocked I don't even remember. You know, it was one of those, how can I put it? A snazzy, fashionable name. Something like Saint something or other. Saint something or other? So, by something or other, it's a bit longer? Is that what you're saying? Well, that alone is kind of weird. But people give their kids all kinds of names. No need to get all upset about it. Yeah, well, I really don't care what she names her kid, but the problem was what happened after that. I heard the name and said, "Oh, that's some name," or something to that effect. And you know what she said about my kid, Barry? She said it was old-fashioned and tacky. Can you believe it? She said if I ever went overseas, like to Europe, people would make fun of it, and that he had no chance of working overseas, and added, "I feel so sorry for you." She criticized me for naming my kid Barry. Then she added that naming a kid is something that can't be changed forever. She kept repeating why I chose such a dumb name over and over. What a dumb name. What a cheeky name, like some broken record. And then she's like, "In contrast, how wonderful is my son's name?" And on and on. Calling my son's name dumb and cheeky? Can you believe it? Barry is way better than this Saint something or other. I can't even remember the stupid name. Wow, really? That's unbelievable. Was Cynthia always like that? I thought she was a bit more laid back. I don't know. Maybe she's all euphoric because she just gave birth. I don't know. Possessed, maybe. Anyway, she went on and on about our kids' names, making a complete mockery of my son's name. That's awful. I heard she is saying the same kind of thing to other moms. Now that she's back from the hospital, when she returns to bringing her kid to the kindergarten, you know, I'm worried that the whole atmosphere will be uncomfortable. I see your point. You're right. Could be a problem. I'll give her a call to say congratulations. See what's up. Hi, Cynthia. Congratulations on your new baby. How are you feeling? Are you all rested? Oh, hello, Erin. Oh, yes. The baby and I are super fine. Baby is doing great. Healthy as an ox. That's great. I just talked with Maddie, you know, from the kindergarten. She tells me that you already picked a name for your newborn. She said it was a very unique name. Mind if I asked what you named him? Thanks for asking. Well, when he was born, he looked like a saint. And then I gazed out the window at the very moment, and the sky, it was a brilliant blue. So I named him Saint Blue. Pretty awesome, don't you think? Really inspirational. Saint Blue. Okay. Yes, really awesome. Sounds like a name that would come up in those superhero comics. Captain something or this or that ranger. Yes, like a superhero. When he gets older and travels overseas, well, I wanted a name that would really stick. A name people wouldn't make fun of. In this day and age, you have to give your child a name that will be remembered, that will leave an impression. Right. You think so? Of course! What was your kid's name? Wasn't it Emmy or something? Or was it Emily? I mean, please. That was my grandma's name. You better change that name. Sooner the better, while they're young. I mean, please. Emmy? Sounds like a bird or something. EMI. Or some engineering term. Electro... whatever. LOL. What are all these cheeky names? Emmy, Barry. How do you expect them to compete overseas? Bonjour, I'm Barry. LOL. I want my little Saint Blue to spread his wings and fly around the world. Yes, with a name like that, I suppose people overseas would be taken aback. Yeah, don't you agree? But wasn't your son... didn't he have an ordinary name? Wasn't it Billy or is it William? Pretty common name. Why did you decide to give your newborn such a unique name? Oh, yeah, Billy. Yeah. I was going to name him too, but... my husband and my mother-in-law came up with that name and submitted it, without consulting me. Can you believe it? I really hated that name, Billy. I prefer William, but you know kids. So I'm thinking of changing it pretty soon. I'm thinking of something along the lines of Prince or King something or other. I want to change it to a really cool name like that. Ah, right. Sounds wonderful. So, what's your baby's real name? Huh? What do you mean, real name? I know you're just playing around, so what's your kid's real name? I mean, you're not serious about Saint Blue, are you? Are you seriously thinking of naming your kid Saint Blue Watson? Sounds like some kind of product. Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not joking around. Some kind of product? How could you say that? Oh, good heavens. Are you serious? That's his name? Saint Beluga? Are you for real? Yeah, for real. And it's not Beluga, it's Blue. Saint Blue. Oh, yeah, Saint Blue. But... sounds like a punk rock band or something. Huh? Punk? Or maybe a character in that Pokemon cartoon. Are you really okay with naming your kid Saint Blue? You do realize this is permanent. All through school, he's going to be called Saint Blue Watson. Right pickings for bullying. Huh? Are you making fun of me? No, that's not my intention. I just thought, you know, what does it even mean, Saint Blue? Huh? Meaning? Yes, you know. Was it your father's name? Was it your great-grandfather's name? People name their kids for a reason. Could be spiritual or a family tradition. For example, I named my daughter Emily because it means industrious and hardworking. That's the kind of girl I wanted her to be. I read that it comes from Latin. So, does this Saint Blue have a meaning? Well, I'm not sure. Anyway, it sounds cool, right? It's a name that people will pay attention to, especially overseas. Unlike all these idiotic traditional names we hear every day. Oh, I get it. A cool and strong-sounding name that will impress people overseas. Yeah, that's it. You got that right. So, you're religious too, huh? I mean, the saint part. Maybe you should have just named him Saint Michael or Saint Augustine or something. Much more recognizable and impressive, I would think. Especially in Europe. Why pick blue? Well, that's because, well... What about a middle name? Are you going to choose a middle name? Like Saint Blue James Watson or something like that? To be honest, you'll just confuse the kid. Oh yeah, James was your husband's name. So he would be Saint Blue James Watson Jr.? Or, by your standards, would you prefer Saint Blue James Watson II? Oh, did you already apply for that name? When you submit the form, are you sure you'll have enough space on the form? Maybe you should shorten it to SB, like SBJ Watson. Sounds kind of intellectual. How should I know? I haven't had time to do that yet. I was going to go and do it without telling my husband or my mother-in-law. Oh, is that right? Okay. When you submit it, I'd really like to know what you decided. For reference, you know, when I have my next child. Oh yeah, that reminds me. When he gets into kindergarten and first grade, I wonder if all the kids and teachers will remember the name. Unique, but also a bit hard to remember. You know what I mean? Maddie couldn't even remember what it was. And whenever the teacher changes classes, you'll have to submit his name. I bet it'll just be shortened to SB as time goes by. And SB, well, that could be interpreted in all kinds of ways. You know kids. Ugh, nobody is gonna call him SB. Oh, and I recently saw something on the internet. They took this survey, and it said applicants with weird names are at a disadvantage. Corporations prefer to be on the safe side. I know, sounds kind of discriminatory. Well, if he can't even succeed here in the States, how is he going to succeed overseas? Just wondering. Well, he is, you know. Hey, what the hell is this? What are you ragging on about my name choice? Are you mocking me? Of course not. But it was you who said that about Maddie's kid. You said Barry was an old-fashioned and tacky name. That's why I wanted to ask about your name choice. I figured you named your kid for a specific reason. I mean, to degrade someone else's name? You probably had a pretty good reason. I wanted to know why you chose that name, how it would affect that child, what will happen when he grows up. Would it make life difficult for him? I had all kinds of thoughts crossing my mind. I figured you had it all thought out. Oh, please, give me a break. I can do as I please. You have no right to tell me how I can name my child. I don't want to hear your advice. I don't need to hear any of your idiotic reasoning. Thank you. Well, that goes both ways, don't you think? If you want to name your child Paint, Saint, or whatever, you can do as you like. I mean, you're a complete stranger. I have no right to say a damn thing. But I have to defend my friend's child as well as mine. I couldn't just sit by and let it pass. Come on, Cynthia. It really doesn't feel good to hear someone trash talk your kid's name, right? Yeah, well, I guess. You know, you can name your kid whatever you like, and everyone will probably accept it. Why wouldn't they? But I would refrain from disparaging other kids' names. People just won't accept that. You probably said the same thing to the other mothers, am I right? You keep this up, and you won't have any friends left at school. If you're okay with that, I'll say no more. Yes, well, I was just, you know. I'm really sorry. I know you just returned home. You must be pretty tired. I hope you recover quickly. See you at school. After that, I did see her around, but she ignored me. But about a week later, she contacted me. Apparently, she thought about the whole conversation and realized she was in the wrong. She decided to name her son Randall, which means wolf shield, strong and protective. It's apparently a biking name. actually kind of cool. She also went around to the other mothers and apologized for her attitude. Most of the moms were pretty forgiving. Most chalked it up to the stress from the pregnancy and birth, which we could all relate to. The atmosphere at the kindergarten changed significantly too. No more negative atmosphere. That was my biggest worry. I'm glad I confronted her about this. And I'm glad Cynthia turned out to be an understanding person after all.
Hey, Charlotte. If you're at home right now, open the mailbox right away. There should be something really nice in there. What's this? A wedding invitation? Yes! Finally, Dell and I are getting married. Well, isn't it wonderful news? Yes, the best and the worst news. I want to tear it up right now. It's your adorable twin sister's wedding. Why would you say such a horrible thing? I mean, can't you at least say congratulations? How can I celebrate the marriage of an ex-boyfriend and a cheater? I'm rather annoyed. What? But it's already been 2 years since I took him away from you. And you're still mad at me? Unlike me, you're the kind of person who holds on to things. Even though we're twins, our personalities are completely different. Unlike me, you have no common sense or sense of ethics. I can't believe you took my boyfriend. I haven't had any contact with you since the last time I saw you. I didn't expect you to send me an invitation. We're family after all. And my twin sister is like a part of me. I'm getting married, so you should come to the ceremony. I'm going to show you how happy we are. Hey, Charlotte. Were you crying over me and Sophia's marriage? Sorry I couldn't marry you. Huh? Sophia told me about it. I heard you're still upset that she took me away from you. I didn't think you were that hung up on me. You must have loved me that much. How could I have feelings for you? A man who cheats on his own sister, with a twin sister who looks exactly like myself, is the worst person on earth. I hate you more than anything on earth. They say the opposite of love is indifference. If you hate me, then you're still hung up on me. You're so cute and stubborn. Huh? I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in you anymore, even though you guys have the same face. Even though you and Sophia have the same face, your personalities are totally different. Unlike you, Sophia is easygoing and charming. She has cute clothes. I'm proud just to be next to her. I'm sorry for being so uptight and unfriendly. On top of that, I only have plain clothes. I don't like clothes that show off my breasts and legs like Sophia does. You guys have the same face, but there's a big difference in your lives. Sophia has a lot of friends and is very popular. You, on the other hand, don't have many friends, and I was your first boyfriend, right? And on top of that, you lost your precious first boyfriend. I don't need your pity. I'm telling you, I've already cut ties with Sophia. So if you really want to get married to my sister, I'll cut off ties with you too. I don't intend to see my sister and her husband again. Then even more so, just come to the wedding. I'll laugh at your outrageously disappointed face. Well then, please respond to the invitation as soon as possible. I'll get you a seat with the best view of us. Sorry for the sudden contact. My name is Amelia, Dale's mother. You are Sophia's sister, right? Yes, but how can I help you? Actually, I'd like to ask you something, Charlotte. Can I have a few minutes of your time now? I'm fine, but what is it that you want to ask me? I'd like you to tell me about your sister, Sophia. Does your sister have any grudges from anyone? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry for asking such a question out of the blue. I know it's a pretty rude question, but I'm worried about their marriage. But I was afraid to ask your parents directly, so I contacted you because I thought her sister would be the one to help me. Unlike me, my sister has many friends and is a cheerful girl. What is wrong with you asking such a question to such a girl? Actually, I found a letter in the mailbox which was anonymous. And it said, "How could you marry such a scumbag woman?" A letter like that? And not just once. Since their marriage was finalized, there have already been 5 letters in the mailbox. And that much? Can you tell me honestly about Sophia? As a parent, I'm worried about a lot of things. If that's the case, I'll tell you. But I'm sure you'll be quite shocked. You wouldn't believe that Sophia stole Dale from her own sister. What? What do you mean her own sister? Did you two have another sister? No, we don't. We are twin sisters. And Sophia stole Dale from me. Dale and I were together until 2 years ago. What? Wait a minute. I couldn't catch up with it at all. So you mean that you and my son are ex-lovers, right? Yes. We've been together for 5 years. For 5 years? Well, what the hell does that mean? Dale said he and Sophia were together for 7 years. Ah. He told me when I asked him how they met. He said they met 7 years ago when they were in college. They've been going out happily ever since and finally decided to get married. And Sophia showed me their photo albums from the past 7 years. It was filled with pictures of the two of them together. He probably hijacked the 5 years he was dating me too. I think that album was also a gift I gave him every year. What? Maybe you also didn't hear that we're twins. Twins? And we are the type of twins whose faces looks exactly alike. That's probably why she showed the album to you so openly. To make it seem like a pure love marriage after 7 years of dating. Oh no. So it's a lie that they've been together for 7 years. Actually, her twin sister Charlotte was dating him for 5 years, and Sophia stole him from her. And my son Dale switched to her just like that. That's what it means. I'm sure the letter in the post was written by someone who knew about this. Those two were very proud of their relationship. They were not afraid to tell their friends about what happened. Wow. I'm sure it is shocking in many ways. I'm kind of sorry about my sister. No, Charlotte. You don't need to apologize. I'm the one who asked you to tell me. And I'm rather sorry for my son. I had no idea he was capable of such a terrible thing. It's all right. It's over now. But I'm not mature enough to congratulate them on their marriage. I will not have anything to do with them in the future. So I will not be attending any gathering of both our families. Of course, it's only natural that you'll be absent. In fact, we'd rather not attend too. What? Anyway, I'll inform my husband right away. Thank you for telling me something that is difficult to talk about. And I'm really sorry about our son. Wow, Charlotte, you actually came to the wedding. You're so miserable, it's hilarious. Huh? What are you talking about after sending the invitations? You guys said to come, didn't you? That was a joke, of course. I just invited you because I knew you wouldn't come anyway. Dale and I are laughing so hard right now. I'm laughing so hard my stomach hurts. Well then, you've had enough. You can go home now. What? What do you mean I can go home? There's no way we really have a seat for you. So get out of here before the wedding starts. What? What are you mad about? A miserable woman who lost her man doesn't deserve to be at the wedding. You deserve to be kicked out. You don't belong here. I can't believe how lousy you people are. You steal your twin sister's boyfriend away from me. You invite me to your wedding and then tell me to go home. I went out of my way to show you mercy before I cut ties with you. I don't need mercy from a bottom feeder. Our big wedding is about to start. I didn't invite you, so you can go home. No one's here but me. What? I'm the only guest. Are you sure you want me to go home? It's not going to be a big wedding. It's going to be a lonely one. What do you mean? Charlotte, what are you talking about? We have so many friends. How can anyone not come to our wedding? We sent out a total of 200 invitations. That's why it's such a big place. And yet nobody's here except for me. It's a little scary, isn't it? What? If you don't believe me, see for yourself. Well, I'm leaving as you wish. Enjoy your wedding with zero attendees. Hey, Charlotte, what the hell is this? Nobody is here. Why did all my friends show up? Because they don't want to celebrate your wedding. I don't think it's worth paying for the wedding of a plundering couple. What? Why are you so surprised? You were so proud to tell everyone that you plundered me. People heard that and were disgusted by you. No wonder they didn't show up for the wedding. What are you talking about? They all said congratulations when I told them I was getting married. On the surface, they could at least pretend to congratulate you. But deep down inside, they were just as disgusted with you two. And the result is what you see in front of you. Oh, that's impossible. Everyone said congratulations. That's why I sent the invitations. But it looks like none of them ever responded. I can't believe that you still thought they'll come. I mean, I thought they just forgot to reply because they were busy with work or something. If they didn't reply that they weren't going to be here, that means they are going to be there, right? You conveniently took it that way. I mean, I don't care about my friends, but why aren't even our parents there? This is indeed strange. Charlotte, you've told Mom and Dad something they don't need to know. Charlotte didn't do anything. Rather, we asked her to tell us things. She politely told us everything she didn't want us to know. What? Who are you? I'm Amelia, Dale's mother. Hi, Sophia. I'm sorry I wasn't present today. What? Amelia? I got a call from Charlotte saying she got kicked out. So I invited her to stop by my house for tea. I wanted to apologize for my stupid son. Oh, what did Charlotte tell you? What did she tell you about all the things that are hard to say? Of course it was about looting. That's why I decided not to attend the wedding today. What? I told your parents about it just in case. They didn't know anything about it either. They were even more surprised than we were. Oh my god, even our parents heard about it? And they said that they wouldn't be attending the wedding with us. But Charlotte felt responsible for you. She said at least I'll be there. She said she'd go see you guys one last time before she cut ties. And then you kicked her out. You two really disgust me. Oh no, I didn't mean to kick her out. I didn't think all my friends would not show up. That's all crazy. Not only did you have your hands on your own sister's boyfriend, you had your hands on your friend's boyfriend as well. How could you invite them to your wedding? What? Actually, there was an anonymous letter in your mailbox. All of them were critical of your marriage. So I contacted Charlotte and asked her about your plunder. But the mood of the letter made me think there was something else as well. So I contacted some of your other friends. Oh no, you've got to be kidding. I can't believe they knew about all that. I was really surprised. I had no idea that you were messing around with your friends' boyfriends too. And you used Charlotte's name as an excuse when you were caught. How could you take advantage of Charlotte just because she looks like you? Well, let's see. I now understand why we received these anonymous hate letters and that all of your friends missed the wedding. Even we, the parents, can't celebrate your wedding. So you two can have your own wedding today. No way! We prepared a huge wedding venue for you. It's too sad that it's just the two of us. You should be thankful that we're not opposed to your marriage. You two are really shady. We don't want anything to do with my son and you from now on. Well then, you can tell my son next to you the same thing. Well, wait a minute. It was a plunder, sure. But once you're married, it's pure love. You can call yourself pure love if you want. To the outside world, it's just a stupid cheap love drama. If you want to celebrate so badly, hire some extra actors. Now, if you'll excuse me. What should I do, Charlotte? Our whole wedding is ruined. Yes, I'm sure it's ruined. No one came. It was a lonely wedding, right? But after that, a lot of people came. I posted on social media to get people to come. What do you mean you posted on social media? You know when someone orders something too much by mistake or the food was cancelled or something, and they let people come to eat them? Oh yeah, I've seen it before. And so the kind-hearted people come to buy things, right? So I was hoping people would come in the same way. I put out a call for people to come to the wedding saying, nobody showed up to our wedding, so please come. And a lot of people showed up. What? That's amazing. Why would you say it was ruined? I am happy for you. This is not good at all. People on the internet started saying things like, oh, the bride and the groom must have had a reason for this tragedy, and it's all over the place. The only people who showed up were homeless people and self-proclaimed YouTubers. Instead of celebrating us, it just turned into a crazy party. Oh my gosh. And someone posted on the internet, this bride stole her twin sister's boyfriend. It's causing one hell of a firestorm on the internet. Wow, you're right. Cancelled wedding is trending. This is so crazy. I told them to leave if they didn't want to celebrate, but they wouldn't. And then the venue says there's an extra charge for the extra time. This is not the wedding I wanted at all. I feel sorry for you in so many ways, but in the end, you got what you deserved. Good luck paying the extension fee then. I hope at least some of the people who came gave you a little extra to celebrate. I heard afterwards that none of the people who attended the wedding gave them the congratulatory gift. And the wedding, including the extension fee, turned out to be a huge loss of about $30,000. It seems that the wedding had originally relied on the congratulatory gift from the invited guests. Sophia and Dell are now in a big debt together, and both parents officially insulated them. Most of their friends have lost contact with them. The social media posts have affected their work as well. They have been transferred to a regional area and are working part-time job in addition to their jobs. They're doing their best to pay back their debts.